Hey guys, Patrick here. Welcome back to another video. And yeah, well, here we are. We're back to Dungeons and Dragons because today they've just released the second sequel. We're coming back to this. And as an old D&D fan, of course we're going to continue. Oh, there's no one here. I don't know why I expected that. Well, as usual, I'm going to take a look at the seats. Can I sit? No. Okay. Barbarian. That one. I think that one's a warlock or some mage. That's fighter. That's cleric. Classic D&D. Oh, they even have some classic guides. Was that there last time? I don't remember. Hey, it's Vern. Why is my arm moving slow? Huh. Hello, Mr. Demon. We remember you. Okay, enough of the useless stuff, Patrick. Find our maps, Everbloom. I may take that into consideration, Everbloom. What's
Hey
actually good
there,
there?
welcome back.
Oh, there you
I
are.
had such a great time playing Dungeons and Dragons with you last time. I'm glad you've decided to come back for more. Catra
Always.
and Vair had some wild adventures together, but you didn't get to hear the full story. Those two had lots of adventures before their final battle to save the material plane.
Nani?
In fact, why don't I take you through some of them? You'll get to see how Catra's relationship with Vair developed more closely, meet new characters, talk with some of your favorites, fight new
Dragonborn.
monsters, and explore hidden corners of the Forgotten Realms. First off, though, do you want a refresher on how the game works? It's been a bit since the last time we played.
I don't need it, but in case we have new viewers, which there should be a lot because I don't get new viewers in the first place, let's do the funny one.
Yes, remember we had that lovely adventure with Catra and Vair through the Forgotten Realms. Don't worry, we can always run that campaign again if you like.
Oh, that's clever.
First off, though, do you want a refresher on how the game... Great.
Yes.
Let's get started. Now, you were playing Catra, but do you mind reminding me what class you were? Sure thing. You might remember that every player in Dungeons and Dragons has a certain type, job, or, as we call it, a class that they play as. Each class grants different abilities which can have a big influence on your strategy and playstyle. Paladins are holy warriors who focus on healing and bonking their enemies with the might of whichever deity they worship. Your classic knight in shining armor, with magic to boot. Wizards manipulate the magic of their world to both protect themselves and to incinerate foes with blasts of elemental fury. Everyone loves a good fireball. Rogues are the sneaky, stabby type who specialize in poisoning their enemies and staying far from danger while the bad guys drop like flies.
Let's do something in conversation with
Barbarians?
kiddos.
Well,
Well, that
barbarians would benefit from some serious anger management help, except that their overpowering rage lets them wade into the thick of things with an axe, and more or less ignore when they get a spear in the chest. This ringing any bells? Now,
Yeah.
you were playing Catra, but do you mind reminding me what class you were?
Now we were. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We were barbarian. However, I kind of want to change a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Do I keep going? I probably should, shouldn't I? Oh well. Oh, wait.
Now, your character's growth is going to be a bit different this time around, so we're going to allocate your stats from scratch.
Aww, I know that. I want to restart it.
Okay, next let's allocate your stats. You want me to explain how stats and dice rolling work in this game? Stats
Yes.
determine what you're good at. Each stat has a use in combat, but they can also apply to role-playing situations and other things you do while adventuring in the world. Whenever you roll the 20-sided die, you'll add whichever stat applies to the roll. So, say you've got a +3 in wisdom and need to see if someone is telling the truth, you would roll the d20 and add 3 to whatever you rolled. That insight check would show how well you're able to read that person's intentions and emotions. Rolling high means you can understand them and see through any lies they might be telling. Rolling low means that you believe whatever they're saying. Within reason, of course. If you roll a 20 on that die, then you'll almost certainly succeed at whatever you're trying to do, or at least get useful info.
Keyword here is almost.
Let's try an example. You are speaking to a tavern keeper, asking after some local bandits that you've been hired to hunt down. He talks easily enough, but he says that he has no information on these people or... Okay, you rolled a 10, so add 3 to that. With a 13, you notice him tense and almost physically withdraw when you ask him about the bandits, giving you the sense that he's hiding something and knows more about the situation than he's letting on. That's pretty much it. Rolling a 1 on that die, though, can be really bad. Sometimes it means failing so spectacularly that you, I don't know, fall down a flight of stairs, out of a window and into a pen of screaming goats. Okay, probably not that specifically, but
Actually,
you
there's
get the
something very
idea.
similar to that. We just didn't include goats and wasn't out of a window, it was off a cliff.
You'll also see that your class already has stats that will best support their abilities. How you add your do you want to make them better at what they already do, or do you want to balance them out a bit? You'll get more...
Okay. Well, here we go. Okay, I get 5 stats. Whoa. Yeah, let me do it. And now we're working. We were very smart. There you go. It's like we're restarting, that I'm a bit bummed about.
Great. Now that we've cleared that up, let's start with a little recap. You are playing as Katra, a young adventurer from Nash Kell. Your parents tasked you to investigate a series of disappearances in your village, suggesting that you speak to the nearby dragon, Endandraverir, or Vair for short. However, when you arrived in his cave, you witnessed a horrible scene. Mysterious assailants trapped Vair's soul in a coin and stole his body away after infecting it with some sort of parasite for their own nefarious purposes. The villains then misplaced the coin, and you, upon touching it, found Vair's soul forced into your own body. Note that Vair can talk to you, but only you can hear him. You return to your village only to find it set ablaze by the same people who had trapped Vair. They seem to be hunting you while everyone in your entire village, including your parents, have gone missing. As the pair of you set off on a journey to restore Vair to his body and rescue the missing townspeople, you begin exploring the world outside of your village for the first time. You two meet new allies, battle surprising and challenging enemies, and eventually learn of a coming calamity. While your relationship with Vaer is rocky at first, you both find a strange comfort in one another's company, despite your unusual circumstances. Vaer, however, has a terrible fear of small spaces and confinement, as they remind him of being rendered helpless while having his soul ripped from his body and stuffed into a coin. We rejoin our heroes after having faced the mage who stole Vaer's body. But this story isn't about him. No, this is about your deal with Thesserai, Archmage and the Sage of Magic at Candlekeep. After you were arrested for sneaking into Candlekeep's inner ward, Thesserai offered to dismiss the charges and even help you to put Vaer's soul back into his body in exchange for help with a task. Now that you have completed Thesserai's request, you return to the Great Library, where the
so
powerful
this is
wizard
before we
awaits.
split off.
After reporting to him, he reveals that those responsible for Vaer's predicament may be a cult that worships insane, horrifying gods from beyond the stars called Elder Evils. He even has a lead on something that may help separate your soul from Vaer's. Before you leave, though, it seems that he has another matter of great importance to discuss.
So this is going in between them.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Before you head off to Icewind Dale, there is a favor I would like to ask of you. There's a magical artifact that might as well be a physical representation of chaos and probability, known colloquially as the Deck of Many Things. I've been experimenting with chaos magic for the past year or 3, and the Deck of Many Things has been integral to my research. Unfortunately, the problem with chaos magic is that it is, well, chaotic. My investigations have been rather fruitful, but one of my experiments may have gone a little, unexpectedly, and now the deck has been scattered all around the Sword Coast, even up to Icewind Dale. I cannot make the trip myself, I have too many responsibilities here, but if you can collect the cards for me, then we can both benefit from whatever magics I uncover in my work. Fortunately, I had the foresight to place tracking spells on each card, partly to see where the cards go after someone draws one. Unfortunately, the tracking is imprecise, so I can only point you in the right direction. That being said, each card is a magical artifact in its own right and is likely to have attracted some attention. Simply asking around and helping out the locals as you go could be a good way of finding the missing cards. Just don't try to reorganize them. Strange things could happen if you do, ranging from the inconvenient to the levels of horror that are reserved for nightmares and particularly bad advertisements. As a note, though, chaos magic is related to the energies of the outer planes. In other words, this research could be useful in finding out exactly what that masked mage with his little army of eldritch horrors intends to do. It might even help you find and unravel Vaer's body. Just food for thought. Have fun roughing it in the wilds.
Katra, the Deck of Many Things is one of the most legendarily powerful artifacts in all the realms.
I gathered. But what does it actually do?
The Deck of Many Things is a set of cards like those you'd find in a set of playing cards.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh!
But each card carries with it a powerful magical effect. Using it is always risky, as some effects can be advantageous, but others disastrous. Few know exactly what the possibilities of its use are, but it is powerful enough to cause untold chaos in the wrong hands. At the same time, in the right hands, it could be the deciding factor in turning the tides of war. We must secure all the missing cards, as much as it pains me to do the bidding of Thesserai.
Yikes. I guess we better get going then.
So this is happening before the Winter Dale there. Whoa, what is going on? And the mic breaking. Okay, that was a bit weird. We got fireball back. Ooh, it's been a while since we've had that. Oh, right. Oh, what's that? I like my health. Okay, so we already remember how this goes. Queen of Rats! Oh dang, this is a lot of new things.
Will you do it? 3 years? Why are you only just now trying to take care?
Investigate. Many were frightened away, some never returned.
Is there anything more you can tell me about this curse?
I am afraid not. Our scrying magics will not pierce the fog for some reason. The only thing I can tell you is that we think the curse is related to a ghost ship that washed up on shore around the same time the fog appeared. When we went to investigate the beach ship, there was no crew on board or evidence that they had departed on foot. People avoid the place now, as they think it is haunted or bad luck.
Okay.
And what do I get out of this? Your goodwill?
Yes, plus payment. I do not expect you to risk your life for free, or work at all for free, unless it is to redress your crimes.
I'll look into this
Okay.
for you, but I'm not making any promises. I don't exactly specialize in curses.
That is fine. Information is what we need most of all. Go there, then tell us what you find. Head down to the docks attached to the Court of Air. You will find a ferryman to take you over.
Okay. Okay, so look at the quests. You track you missing things as strategians, so okay, I see. So I'm not gonna be able to find that without doing everything. It's the classic D&D quest. I approve. Well, let's go over to a different quest. We'll start this first episode a little longer than the rest, and then we'll go back to our classic 20 minutes.
From atop the city walls, I saw a tree fall in the forest, but I wasn't there to hear it.
Yes, I do.
Did it still make a sound?
Was that you? Huh. Oh, they're down there.
Can I help you
Oh,
with something?
The captain of the guard said that you would take me to that island with the lighthouse on it.
Ah, another one, huh? Hope you have your affairs in
Should
order.
be concerned that your
Seems like
name is
half
the
the people I
ferryman.
take over there for her never make the return trip.
Yeah, she said something along those lines too.
Huh, your funeral? Well, come on then. I'll play the part of ferryman to the afterlife again, it seems.
Yeah, I was just about to say, the name Ferryman, should we be concerned? Because that's what we call the man who takes you to the land of the dead. Now, we're not supposed to do third place, but we're kind of sailing, so screw it. Oh, please don't say that's sirens. Please don't tell me we're hearing sirens.
Disquieting. Perhaps there is a siren about.
A what?
A creature that sings to lure people into danger, usually to run a ship ashore so that it can eat whomever falls in the water. Keep an eye out. They are devious, but not too dangerous in a fight.
Yeah, they're more of ambush predators. That's a lot of rats. Ow! He survived the ball.
These skeletons are still wearing what's left of their armor.
They must be what is left of some of our predecessors, but I cannot tell whether these were avowed soldiers or mercenaries like us.
Like us? I'm not a mercenary.
You agreed to payment from someone you do not owe allegiance to in exchange for risking your life. That makes you a mercenary, especially considering how you are now killing monsters to secure that payment.
That's... okay, that's fair.
It is nothing to be ashamed of.
A good character has a bad vehement of mercenaries. That's hilarious. What the heck? What's blinding me? Ooh, can I grab you? Aww. Put you over there. Always look around in case there's some loot, booty to claim. Whoa! Well, it's not a siren because we're pretty high up in the shore.
Ugh. How is that sound supposed to lure anyone? It makes me want to
Might be
run
a
the other
banshee.
way.
Indeed. Perhaps not a siren, but something else. Look at that wall. Something happened there where that frame hangs.
Huh?
Indeed, there is a simple frame here, though you do not know what for, and there is some damage to the wall behind it. Something
Okay.
glints in the light. You notice slivers of a reflective material clinging to the very edge of the frame and realize that this was once a mirror, though all of its glass
Oh,
is
so
missing.
that was that. I just automatically... That's kind of obvious this is a mirror, to be honest. Whoa! Bad rat. Which I better raise. Oh, I got a crit. Yeah, D&D. Such a wonderful game.
I really don't like the sound of that.
Nor I. Be careful, child. That is
Definitely a
no
banshee.
siren we hear.
Definitely sounds like a banshee. The so-called rat queen might be a banshee. Interesting. Perhaps a normal witch. Yeah. Sounds...
Carterall,
Oh,
that is a
dang, I was
banshee.
right.
Block your
I
ears,
freaking called
lest
it.
its wail kill you.
It can kill me just by screaming? By screaming?
Freaking called it! Freaking called it!
Stop! Please. I am sorry. I shall not try to hurt you again. My mind is not entirely my own, and I was frightened.
You were frightened. You tried to kill me.
I am sorry. I have been in this state for some time, and it feels like my thoughts become a bit more chaotic and nonsensical with every day. New people surprise me and upset me. especially after some tried to destroy me, and I have been alone for so long.
Who are you? Are you why this fog is always in place? Why won't you let anyone light the lighthouse?
My name is Cylindra. When I was alive, I had a vision for the city, a way to better it. But the sages were not willing to surrender the power they so cherish. I was sentenced by the petty and jealous men who rule Candlekeep to be this lighthouse's keeper for the rest of my days. One night, though, a ship appeared and grazed this island's rocky shore. I watched it happen, looking for any sign of why the crew did not steer away. But instead of men on the decks, I saw rats. Thousands of them. Many fled from the ship and onto the island, swimming to shore before swarming the tower. I locked the doors and heard them scratching and biting at the wood and trying to climb the walls. There was no way out, and I could only sit and listen, trapped. Eventually, I died, and my spirit was bound here by the horror that I had experienced. I cannot leave and am forced to relive those memories every day. It is driving me mad.
Do you know how we could bring you peace? Send you to the afterlife?
No, but I do know how you can free me from this island, at least. There is a circle of stones in the woods where druids sometimes meet to worship and conduct rituals. There is strong magic in that place, and if you burn my bones on the altar, along with a symbol of the event that so cursed me, my spirit will be lifted into the air with the smoke and ash, setting me free from my prison. I will be able to wander the world and leave those terrible memories behind.
What do you mean by a symbol? Any idea what we could use?
The ship that brought the rats here washed ashore nearby. That vessel was the architect of my death and will provide the means of my freedom. Find something unique to the ship, something that shows its identity, like the boards where its name is painted, for example.
All right, then. I'll help you.
Thank you. Truly, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Seems a bit
Here.
suspicious. Oh!
I will feel when the deed is done, and both the fog and I shall depart the moment it is, never to return. Farewell.
28 minutes. Okay, yeah, definitely room for more. Is the air gonna pop up? Because that seems a little suspicious in my opinion. Just a little.
Child, I would be careful of that one. Banshees are not your
Yes.
average ghost or lost soul, and the stories I have heard are far from flattering. As far as I know, they are always elf women who have been punished for some misdeed. You may want to ask Thesserai about why she was imprisoned here before deciding to loose her upon the world. As one of the city's sages, he likely knows what happened.
I'll think about it.
Okay, but now where is the ship? Can we not do the ship before? That's too bad.
Surprised to see you still alive.
Oh, the shipwreck. We'll do the shipwreck first, and then talk to Thesserai. Might as well get that out of the way.
There,
Ooh,
that
that
figurehead
looks
on the
nice.
ship will do perfectly for dealing with the Banshee, Cylindra.
Neat. Now, what's on the ship? Is there anything interesting here? Aside from rats. Oh, I went the wrong way to look at stuff, didn't I? Hello? Nope. Anything interesting? Hello, barrel. Oh, come on. There's gotta be something interesting here. Am I on Avenger mode? Yeah, I am. Surprised I haven't actually checked that yet. Okay. Best way to get on. Here we go. Aha! Knew it! Okay, we looted the ship. Now we go to Viceroy. Nice looking dragon. I wonder what the symbolism is for. Back rats. You must certainly have a plague on you. And there it is. I think I talk to Viceroy first, because that is something we should check. Banshee are very dangerous and powerful, so we should absolutely check before we decide to let her free. Just imagine the chaos that can happen if we let that happen.
That turned away so many visitors.
Apparently this disappearance is here as well.
Back again?
Hello.
I'll take that to mean you want something.
Do you know anything about a woman who was forced to be the lighthouse keeper? She died and is turned into a banshee.
Oh, yes. Lindra Amakir, that venomous woman, was sentenced to the island for trying to take over Candlekeep. She had a small, dedicated following that wanted to make her queen and force the avowed into servitude under her. She'd threatened and obtained blackmail on so many of the people in charge of the city that no one would dare arrest her until the sages themselves became involved. Nearly became a civil war. We sentenced her to the island so that she could serve the city that she had nearly destroyed while warning incoming ships away from the rocks and her equally perilous self. Guess that one came back to bite us, huh?
She wants to be free of the island, and told us that burning her bones at the druidic shrine, along with the symbol of the thing that killed her, would let her leave the island.
If done properly, it would do just that, and divines above help us if that were to happen. Knowing her, she would immediately seek vengeance and then abuse her new freedom to torment whomever looked at her sideways in life. It is not in a banshee's nature to recognize their own faults. They always blame others.
So we just leave her? Give up on the lighthouse?
Not necessarily. If you grind her bones to dust at the shrine and then scatter the dust to the ground while burning that symbol you mentioned, it will sever her connection with the island. That will tie her to the shrine long enough for her soul to pass on into whatever wretched afterlife she deserves. That being said, she probably won't be too happy if you do that, and will try to stop the ritual. Please at least consider doing the right thing, even if it's risky and a pain in the posterior.
I'll tell you how it goes.
Suspicious. This is a difficult one. I dislike betraying, but a technique will help her go to the afterlife. Seems a bit off. Well, think about it. So either let her free and risk her attacking the city, or we...
Could there really be a dragon living underneath the library?
Nani? That sounds interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, let's go to the Druid Stone now. And there we'll decide our fate.
The shrine. If you have not yet, consider the repercussions of your decision here. It may be more dangerous for you to banish Cylindra, but setting her free could be disastrous.
Maybe. You think she's learned her lesson?
I sincerely doubt it.
What will you do? Free the Banshee or send her spirit onto whatever comes next?
I mean, we could technically kill her. Yeah. If this goes wrong.
Thank you, young one. I shall remember your kindness and thank you for it.
I'm watching you.
Perhaps we will meet again someday. Farewell.
I still question whether that was the right thing to do, child.
She seemed nice and sincere. I'm sure she just wanted to be free. Huh. Cylindra dropped one of Thesserai's cards. Maybe she found it washed up on her island. Wonder why she was carrying it around, though. Hoping it would help somehow?
We'll destroy her if she tries anything. But it doesn't seem right. Not yet, at least. Okay, so what do I do now? Yeah, I go back. I think I'll go ahead and buy some new armor. Oh.
We're having a sale today. Buy one, get one for the same price.
That's a good deal. Okay.
I wonder if it's
Oh,
true.
right.
Could there really be a dragon living underneath the library?
Oh, I'm already wearing it. Silly me. There's a lot of mentions of dragons under the library. That is interesting to say the least.
Did you hear about Sage Alathir? The murder?
Yeah, murdered by a ghost in the street.
And now there's talk of this ghost showing up in other places, scaring people and shouting curses at them. Apparently, she's already promised to kill the remaining sages and a number of other people besides. People are saying she's the ghost of someone that nearly ruined Candlekeep.
The Avowed better find a way of dealing with this. For all I know, I'll
Damn
have
it!
this too.
Well, now we're gonna deal with her.
Ah, I was wondering when you would return. It seems that I underestimated you. Truth be told, I half expected you to die or run away when I sent you to investigate the lighthouse. But here you are. The mists are gone and the island seems to be safe again. Thank you for your service to Candlekeep. Your payment, as promised.
If you'd like, we can continue on to more adventures now, or you can continue to explore. You'll always be able to come back later. If you're ready to move on, go speak with the man with the cart. He's a friendly sort, though I can't remember his name.
Hey, I'd like to talk to you.
You're still around. Not that I don't enjoy your company, but don't you have better things to do?
Oh, hello. Who are you?
Oh, an adventurer? How convenient. Depends on how I'd get it, I guess. Fair enough. My research partner has been gone for far too long. He's a naturalist specialized. Could you perhaps go find him? I'll see what I can. Good. Oh, the old fool probably tried polymorphing into whatever creature he was studying, or decided to go invisible and live in their den with them for a while, or something ridiculous like that. Just find him and tell him to come back already. Our latest paper is up for review and I need him to help back it.
Oh, that was actually rather quick. Okay, let's just go around. So, that definitely backfired. And now we got the problems we got to fix. If I can find a way to fix it. Now, this literally came out today, so I know. Be careful if you open it.
You're still around. Not that I don't enjoy your company, but don't you have better things to do?
Huh. Oh, I thought I would do something. Ah, dang it, I was seeing I could jump. Yeah, of course not. That would have been too easy. Looking around, let's find the Banshee. It's a pause for me to find the Banshee. How long has it been? 42 minutes. Okay, well, I guess the Banshee's probably not gonna show up or be a part of the story, so...
Magic.
Gold. I am finding so much gold. Happening. Okay, final distraction. Subscribe if you don't want to miss any more videos. And see you guys next time. Bye bye. Taking a load. Now bye.